Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. Hello. I mean, a slightly abrupt end to that track. Yeah, I made it in 2013, 2014 after the customary 21st birthday in Berlin. And yeah, and it's a workout and I love it. And that's, one of the reasons. No, it's not even a reason. But we're gonna make something beaty today. We're gonna make something minimal and joyous and bouncy and all those good things, and it's gonna be awesome. Um, what's a workout record? What's a workout record? Well, I don't know if that's an official term or one that I've made up, but I know what I mean, which is the most important thing, I hope. And it's a tune that maybe doesn't have that much material in it, but does lots of rhythmic variation, and each rhythmic variation might change how that beat feels. Maybe it's adding triplets, maybe it's slightly switching up the time signature, switching up like the emphasis placement. I'm not going to lie, they're the tunes that get me going. They're the tunes that I want to be listening to. I made a little playlist the other day of tunes that kind of fall into that, and I definitely missed loads off. I didn't put anything on by Clap Clap, whose first album is I just still absolutely adore. Got me round my second trip of China, just rinsing the album. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. We've got our customary couple of hours to try and get something, if not totally locked down, then a really solid starting point. Let's see what we've got on the rack today. There we go. You can now see my my neckline. It's grown out a little bit. Might need to go back to the barbers. So those of you who have been here before know that usually in this space is the Behringer neutron, and usually it's quite difficult to see. And that is just one of the reasons why that isn't there anymore. We're going to be sequencing pretty much, certainly all of our drums with this. And so I thought it would make sense to be able to see the bloody thing. Now, over on my other side, my right, definitely know the difference between those two. Neutron is back, and there are some, there are some of these mounts with nothing in them. Well, there is going to be things in them, and that is going to be my new little modular setup, which arrived today, which is very, very exciting. And I'm, let's be honest, too scared to power it up because I am scared of blowing up modules. But I think over the weekend I'll get over that fear and plug some things in, and then next week we'll have a bit of modular madness. I think you can all watch me work out. We can do some more live troubleshooting. That is, one of my favourite things to do on the stream is to run into problems and then have to fix them. So we, as per usual, we've got in front of us the Akai MIDI mix down here, now with thin whiteboard pens for me to label it up with. And I've already kind of mapped out and had to think about what we're going to need for this, because like last week on the more open streams, I might be deciding on the fly what we're going to need. No, today is drums. All the drums, lots of drums, and some bass, and some neutron, and maybe one other thing. But drums are our thing. Drum Brute, we love you, but you have some idiosyncratic sounds. And they're not always what we want. I'm not going to lie, your kick drums are a bit weird. I struggle with them. I do struggle. So we are taking some MIDI out of the Drum Brute, which is going via various means over to Ableton. And that is going to let us trigger some things, but also do some like more advanced sequencing stuff, which we'll get to with the bass in a minute. But there's also a brand new plugin by a company called Chair, which is an acronym, and I cannot remember what that acronym stands for, but it's a really great physical model of a snare that you can trigger in some different ways. And that's going to be hella fun, because I do really like snares as like more in that like rolling percussive element. We've got some breaks, which we're going to be using, and neutron to do some nasty lead stuff. I've got the Volca switched on. I'm not sure why. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It can stay on for now. It might go off. Funny aside, when I switched the rack on yesterday, it exploded our fuse box. I don't think alone. There were other things plugged into the fuse box and problems with it, but yeah, there's definitely going to be a home rewire at some point in the near future, because I switched it on from my phone and the whole house went fucked, which I'm reliably informed you spell with a PH. So where to start? Look, we should probably start with kick drum. So let's do my customary. I want to make a little walking animation because I just feel awkward about this 3 seconds it takes me to get over there. But anyway, for the future, imagine a walking animation. And oh dear, that's not a good look. My webcam hasn't detected. Okay, have a look at Ableton and I will quietly fix that. Have I mentioned that I really like Ableton? And I never finish things in Ableton, but in the same way that I like AUM or AUM on the iPad, it's just like a really handy dandy. Oh, there we go. There's my face. Let's Save. Let's resize that. Oh God, I've left that on so you can see what I'm doing. And that should switch the PIP off. Ah, but it doesn't. Ah, you're getting a view behind the shambles that is this stream. Let's have some of that. Let's crop it in. Crop it down a bit so we're not just looking at the wardrobe. There we go. Stick it behind that fancy border what I made. And look, I'm back. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed me. So anyway, we've got Ableton. We have already lined up. I need to get Link on as well. We haven't even defined a tempo, but I've already started today. Well, I made a break. Let's hear. Here come the breaks. Very nice. Maybe a little reverby. We might have to fix that. And then I bought the Clyde Stubblefield samples. Clyde Stubblefield was James Brown's drummer, and he was the funky drummer. And it's really good. It's really really groovy. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back again. And from that pack, it was only like 30 quid or something for loads of great breaks. Here we go. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So we're going to chop those up, but that is a long way down our list of priorities. So let's start with a kick drum. And this is going to be coming in from our USB MIDI interface. Bang it in there, bang it in there, bang it in there. We want to do an instrument rack. There we go. And then make a new chain. And we only want this to trigger on the kicks, which I happen to know is C1 coming out of the drum brood. And we will. I'm tempted to just bang a 999 on it. No, we've got time. Let's make a half decent sounding kick drum. Let's use battery because battery's cool. Had to delve back into the world of machine today, and it just reminded me how much I really don't like it. Let's get some kicks going on the drum brute. Lovely. So we can see that MIDI is popping in. We don't actually have any samples. I mean, we do have samples. Why am I not hearing that? Have I got something? Yeah, it's because I've got that break soloed. Let's turn this into the auditioning drum sounds with Chris stream. We don't want an 808 because we're using a big fat 808. We want something good and now I like something with a little bit more character. There we go. And we're just going to take the top end of this, filter out all the bottom. Yeah, that'll do for a kick. And then I've done the same thing on the bass, but it's going into an instance of contact with 808 Warfare on it, which is kind of cool. It's really useful. I think it's a staple of track producers, of which I am not one. So let's put some bass in. Okay, but you may have noticed that's very low at the moment. If you got your subs on, then that's probably giving that a bit of a rinse, if I'm honest. So let us add in a MIDI effect, and let's just take that up an octave. Yeah, that'll do. And then let's do something a little generative. Well, not generative. But what we're going to do is we're now going to automate another pitch plugin. That first one. Real mess of drawing these automation curves. I am sorry. There we go. What gets really cool though is if we start changing the length of this clip. Because then we have detached that like pitch information from the gate information, like what you would do with a modular. So we'll leave that going, I think. Maybe doing too much, if I'm honest. That's all right. We're just giving it a little bit of variation. It's basically there just to be a sub and sit under stuff, because we're going to do all of our like melodic programming and stuff on the other things. Okay, let's go back to some gear. Here is your walking animation. Oh, sound card switched off then. That's a sign that there is trouble at mill on this rack at the moment. But anyway. We've got a big old clap there. That clap is coming out. It's going through the pedal board without the frequency analyzer. Let's put the frequency analyzer back in. Come on. Oh, I unplugged the wrong side of the freeze, didn't I? Lovely input. In A. all died. I think frequency analyzer needs a trip to the soldering iron. Okay, we are going to program something a little bit more exciting in a minute, but we're just getting some... Oh, I haven't actually routed that kick, have I? There we go. There we go. Hardware input. It's on 3. Okay, wicked. So we've crunched up that clap really nicely, but I would like it to do something else, you know. And I think we're going to start with a little reverse delay. Yeah, great. And let's punch in some reverb on that as well on the Zoom. Here we go. Lovely. So kick snare, done. Sorry, kick bass clap, that's all in. Aim is to get all these things just like rattling in so we can start making some patterns, doing some funky time signature stuff, getting some leads going. That's the aim of the game. Okay, cool. So, I think the next job is everything else apart from the snare. Because we're not going to have the snare come from the drum brute. We're going to have it come from that chair plugin I mentioned earlier. But we don't want it to go out of our mix output. So we will shove a cable in it to make it think that I'm sending. It's gonna think that I'm sending that snare to like 1176 or the drum brute's gonna be so happy, but no. Just like, I don't know, make some political joke. It's not going anywhere. Ooh. I knew. No, I do want that cable. Okay. Is that just being unnecessary? Yes, it is. All right. I was thinking about running it through the Boss RC202, but can't really be asked, if I'm honest. It's just not a priority. Okay, so that's going to be going into one. Actually, no, I am going to put it through the 202 because else I'm going to run out of channels. Lovely. That's showing up on the 202. Where did we put percussion is on 4? What should be on 3? Snare, but we haven't done snare yet, Chris. Okay. That should be coming in on 7 if memory serves. Very nice. But we might want to crunch that up just a touch. Let's program some stuff so we can hear stuff. Quite a lot of bleed coming through that channel. Quite a lot of like bass and shit on it. Okay, let's roll off some. I do like that, having a bit of reverb on it and a bit of like phaseriness. That's quite cool. But let's put the reverb on the zoom so that I can... Yeah. We're crushing this, if you hadn't guessed. Just a bit. And then I think we are going to want to compress it. It feels very quiet. It's showing quite healthy on the faders. Oh, that was the wrong one. Rough Rider is what we want. Sorry. Have a look. Rough Rider 2. That's good enough. Let's smash it. Give it some good old-fashioned weight. All right. Alrighty. Just not that happy right now. I think bass is worrying me. Okay, let's start off. And just let's do a bit of sound design on it, because it's like we're functional right now on everything. Like everything's doing what it should do, but it's just not that exciting. Are we in iPad mode? No, we're not. Oh dear, sorry. There we go. I mean, boy, is it CPU heavy. but let's have Saturn. Okay, that's a bit nice. All right. Bit of something on the kick. Come on. I think I'm going to regret this because my CPU's going to run out. But let's have some Saturn as well. And let's use the Saturn to do a bit of EQ, I think. Oh, where's the... There we go. Now we've got some weight behind us. This is feeling better. Okay, 1 second. There we go. That's a bit closer in. Ableton had a massive latency on it, which is not exactly what we want. Okay, we're rolling. We're not working out yet. I would say we're on our we're walking to the gym. We're walking to the gym with positive intention, but not doing very much. We're still at 120, which is not the tempo we're going to be working at. Yeah, let's get something going, and then we can stick a lead on. Okay, gear focus. Let us first erase that pattern. It's gone. It never existed. It wasn't a thing. Let's dial in a BPM. And it is just going to have to be in the 150 range. I think 152. Now, okay. Let us start. We'll just stick the... Oh, God, that's an unhelpful metronome. Let's extend it to 2 bars, just... Sorry, I'm going to get a bit louder on this. I hadn't realised this was turned down. Yes! Here we go. Now we're rolling. And we're over here again. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, getting a bit mum dancey. Would have been nice if that had been in time. Let's stick it on beat 3. Okay, we're just beginning to roll here. Yes, yeah. Okay. Let's get a pattern going to the neutron because I'm going to need something melodic to hang this shit on. Ship. If anyone from YouTube was listening, that was ship with a plosive. Okay. No, it's not. It's breaks first. It's breaks first. So, stop. Okay, so breaks wise, what are we doing? We are going to take the MIDI from all of this. We are going to use that to trigger the brakes on the computer. Let's go and chop some brakes. And we're back over here. Let's start with... Okay. Slow it back down. And we will go freeze track. There we go. Lovely. Nice little drum break we've got there. We can hide that over here. Like some kind of Bob Ross painting. Odd reference, I know. But he always talks about hiding bushes. And yeah, I don't think he's Rolf Harris. Okay, let's slice this to a new MIDI track. Yeah, we can slice this in crotchets. And like magic. He says. Oh, hello. Yeah, we probably just need to set that from that to over there. Switch that one off. Lovely. So we're going to take that as MIDI in from that one. And let's see what happens. Let's spit it out to an output. It's going to be on output 5. Let's patch it in. Okay. Lovely. Breaks we put on channel 6. And that's going to be hardware input. Hardware input 5. I think it should be. Lovely. Now, that doesn't sound very good. So, I'm sure this worked when I did it before. Oh, is it because all of these are going to be set to loop? There we go. If we do that one, hopefully that should be a bit better. Um, lovely. Okay, so that's the general idea, and then as we start putting other things in, damn cool stuff will happen. But one doesn't simply put in one break. Let's go to slice to MIDI track, and then we are going to want to be able to select between these. But anyway, let's set that to in. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, we're going to need to switch the loop off as well. One shot it by turning up the release. MIDI from, oh, lovely, MIDI from USB MIDI interface. Lovely. Okay, now we're getting a bit loose, we're getting a bit wonky. Which one's that? Okay. It's quite hot coming in. Let's get an EQ on there. And just, we don't want anything interfering with our and no, that's fine. You know, we're not doing too badly here. This is already beginning to feel like this is not our main workout section, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's got some vibe to it. Okay, next thing, let us put in our snare, I think. So we need to another instrument rack, another keychain, and we're going to dial that in on our snare track, which goes there, and then plugins. It's a VST3, and they haven't made an audio unit of it, which makes me a little sad if I'm honest. Share, Excite, Snare Drum Pro, I paid for it and everything. Let's get some snares in. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's... Oh, God, not again. Anyway, cool. So we'll dial in some settings on this chair plugin. We've got excitation, essentially what's hitting it, and resonator, what's being hit. Yeah, that's nice. We're going to need that coming out of aux 4. Okay. Yes, that's all well and good, but it doesn't have any decapitator on it, and that is a crying shame. Audio units, sound toys, effect track, because you get most of it and it's loads cheaper for some reason. Okay. Quiet. Peace at last. So, we're nearly an hour in. It's time to get the neutron out. Let's plug that up. So here we go. Let's go over here. Neutron going through EHX Holy Stain just for. I mean, I made a little teaser video this week, and yeah, really like having some more distortion and a bit of built-in reverb on the Neutron. Though, if we decide to go fuzzy, then it is noisy as hell. Okay, that's input 1. Here we go. Okay, that's going to be in channel 7. Hardware input is going into number 1. See, already it just fire that up. It's because it is on. Yeah, I think it's fair to say it adds some noise. But add some really good stuff as well. That's quite something. First things first, Christopher. Let's get that tuned. So, we'll do what we always do, which is, God, I can't remember the name of this plugin developer. And let's be honest, like, he doesn't make the most exciting plugins. And I feel mean for saying that. But the reason that I say that is because I still buy them because they're incredibly useful. So let's have the MPK going into that one, and that's on 5 now that it's swapped over. Oh, look at that. It's nice when I do these things. We're only a toe now as well. That's pretty... I mean, that's pretty good for Neutron tuning. Lovely. Oh, that's accidentally triggering that one as well. God, it's noisy. Okay. I just don't know if this is an amount of noise that I can actually cope with today. Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right. So, we're not getting too fancy on this today. Oh, there we go. See, I say about that plugin developer making things that are just eminently useful. So I was plugging up the clap into pedalboard land earlier, and I was like, this is a shame because this is just noisy enough that it's going to really bug me. And so I checked, and of course he's made a noise gate. Yeah, there we go. Hello. Okay. I am going to... We'll go to someone who I think I have now mentioned on every one of these. And it's Brambos. And we're going to use his Rosetta bass line, which is fantastic. And let's randomize some stuff. Let's go harmonic minor. Let's go E flat harmonic minor. Let's get that routed out to port 5. Here we go. I mean, yes, okay, in theory. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. Okay, so we like this random. I love it already. But we do just have to make sure. So you can. Am I in the right view? Yeah, I am. So that F there that it's falling down to, we really need that to be on beat 1. So, yeah, this is the neutron patch that I made for the teaser, and I'm not making another one because I like it. So, let us do the other thing. So, I'm just being woefully inept at an audio channel. And we're not actually doing any audio with this. We are doing a little bit of... oh God, what's it called? It's called Perforator. It's another Brambos classic. Oh, and you have to... Unfortunately, you can't load it as an effect, as a MIDI effect, so you have to load it into the effect on an audio channel, which makes things a bit cluttered, but it still does the job. Lovely stuff. So, standard trance gate thing. He's put a little low pass filter gate on here, which like kind of makes it kind of West Coasty, kind of that Buchla, low pass gate thing. You can kind of dial some of that in, which is quite nice. So let us have a look at utilities, and we want channel 1, CC1, CCA1. So that means that when this is playing, whatever these levels are, they are going to send out of CC1. Now, that all seems great, but why the hell would you want to do that, Chris? Well, because, dear listener, we can now send that to the neutron as well. And gear focus. This little bottom assign port is fed from CC1. So that means that whatever pattern we put in here is now also going to be going to yep, that's going mad on don't know if you can see it, but the shape on oscillator 2 is going a bit mad. So let's slow that down. And we probably don't, like, with modulation patterns, there is a point where it just becomes difficult to discern what the hell's going on. So... Oh, nothing's going through the attenuator, that's why. Oh, great. Oh, we can get weird with this. Now, what's lovely about... Come on, let's have a bit of delay and reverb on there, shall we? Very nice. So, it is 8:05, and I think I'm alone here. So I'm going to have a break and some water and a bit of a vape and get my noggin in the game.